man, the myth, the legend, I have been called many a times before.
The liquid
Ah.
inhaler.
Yes, I do partake in a lot of different liquids. I like them.
Okay, so that was sexual, but
What?
it's okay.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What?
It's cool. That's okay.
How the hell is alcohol and caffeine sexual?
Oh, I thought you said just
Liquids.
yeah.
You know what? You
Let's
need to
cast
get your
again.
you need to get the mind out
Yeah.
of your mind out of the gutter.
I
Sir.
guess.
That's what you need to do.
Shout out to Sirius Onja. Sirius Onja, okay? You
What?
got that? He's a Hitbox employee checking out the stream.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah! Love him. But it's going to be a quad for TnC. I think they're going to be going back to basics now in game number 2 because game number 1 was shaky. Can we say shaky?
Yeah, I guess we can. Kinda.
It was a yeah,
5 seconds remaining.
30-minute game. You know, it's hard. It's going to be an Undying, it's going to be a quad. Gyro are going to be banned out for Trust apparently. They do not want to see that on the side of TnC, of course, since they do have the double opening, so to say, with the two picks. It's going to be Clockwork Wyvern banned out, Lushrek, and Gyro. Undying going to be picked up, Quab going to be picked up. And well?
Yeah, I mean that game finished just around the 30-minute mark, right? I mean, I think we saw the second set of Raxes go down at 27-20 or something. So
Yes, I think you're right. Yeah.
pretty much just below 30-minute was the GG call, and yeah, I mean that was game.
Yeah.
It was just a really good.
A really fast and quick game from Trust.
Yeah, Trust.
They just took control.
10 seconds
won.
remaining.
It's gonna be a Tusk for TnC. Gonna be seeing a bit of
5
aggressive
seconds
play. I really like
remaining.
Tusk. We didn't see it in the last game, of course. It was banned out, but this time around it's gonna be featured. in this.
Reserve time.
Well,
right, feature that way.
yeah, that way in the sense that it's gonna be
Dire team
on
banned.
display, so to say.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, well, wait a minute.
It's gonna be Urshiker picked up as well. It's gonna be a Drow ban out. They don't want to see the Drow
Radiant team
strategy coming up for
banned.
TnC. Well, we've seen that to some extent as well. On the side of TnC, to some extent it worked
Dire
out.
team
It didn't.
ban.
They lost a game with it, but then they came back in the second game, not with the same strategy. But yeah, it's gonna be a Brood ban. So don't want to see the rat king of them all, the rat mother, so to say. And well, Clink's also going to be banned on as T's favorite hero.
I'm
Taking
actually
out-
getting some questions here about how we are going to, because earlier on we did say that we're going to do a giveaway on
10 seconds
YouTube when we hit 100 subscribers, and we have done that.
You're gonna
seconds
have to, of
remaining.
course, you're gonna have to be in the Hitbox stream. You're gonna have to answer a
Reserve time.
question at the end of the stream. And if you answer correctly, you're gonna be able to join the giveaway. It's gonna be a mythical
Radiant team pick.
Doom sword. It's gonna be the something of ooze. I can't remember. I could just check quickly actually. Store armory. It's gonna be the Eye of Amos, the mythical sword. It looks pretty amazing. If I wanna, it has a cool fire effect. So if you wanna grab that, you gotta go to of course the YouTube. Subscribe to that. It's at Rasmus TV, and of course also on Hitbox.
10
Follow that. You don't have to
seconds
subscribe.
remaining.
It doesn't cost any money. You just follow. But if you want to subscribe, that's cool as well.
5 seconds remaining.
So yep, that's I guess the rules for the giveaway.
These are the
These
rules
are the
Reserve
rules.
time.
of the game.
It's gonna be a TA pickup.
Ah,
or T ban
Tusk.
actually. Yeah, Tusk. Yeah. Cool stuff.
Finally.
Exactly. Think we're
Again,
gonna see Naga
rather.
again? Honestly?
No.
No.
I think it was a pocket strategy that they pulled out for God knows what reason. It did not work out, and I honestly don't think we're gonna see a 2-0. Because I just like TNC, I don't think they played that bad. It was just kind of like their lineup was really funky. It seemed like they wanted to try something out, and they had some kind of plan that I couldn't really figure out. Something about pushing with the Naga and making sure they created space before that, obviously. But how they kind of wanted to come about that, I didn't really see the the more detailed plan.
No.
Other than that,
I think it was kind of like, we need something late game. Uh, let's get the Naga. It's like, okay. And then you're like, oh, well, they have a Gyro. They have a Wyvern. You know, it kind of, yeah, I don't know. It kind of seemed like an odd pickup, you know. The last hero was kind of, like, everything was good. Like, Undying, really good. Earthshaker, really good. Dazzle, also one of the favorite heroes of TNC.
10 seconds remaining.
yeah, pretty much.
Bloodseeker also, but we were expecting Teehee to play that, and then we
5
kind
seconds
of
remaining.
we were missing the, you know, the finishing touch onto the draft, and it just kind of fell
Radiant
apart.
team
It's gonna be Lina for Trust, so gonna be interesting to see if it's support Lina or
No,
mid
this
Lina.
is gonna be Trust trying to. So what happened? What happened was they took game number one, and I think they are severely underestimating TNC right now. I'm not saying that this is not gonna work, but I think this is what they're thinking. They think, oh well, this was just way too
10
easy. Let's
seconds
just
remaining.
try and finish this off with like a quick, aggressive game
5
here with
seconds
like
remaining.
Lina going out, trying to go ham, and Undying just kind of doing the same thing,
Reserve time.
locking down the core or the carry. If not that, then either getting kills on the supports. And yeah, just try and get kills after the 10-minute mark, and be ultra aggressive and get the game won in that sense. You know,
10 seconds remaining.
yeah. I mean, we'll have to see that
Team pick.
if I hope for Trust's sake that they're not thinking the way I'm thinking they're thinking.
That was
That
a lot of
makes sense at
thinking.
all?
Wow, I don't know.
I don't. I hope Trust isn't underestimating TNC
No,
because
they
they're
could-
definitely a
could-
good team, and
yeah.
yeah,
And especially at the, you know, at this stage of the tournament, and especially it's the lower bracket finals, so
10
it's
seconds remaining.
yeah. It's
This
not,
is a
it's not
draft-
the time where you go, let's try a techie strat, right? Let's
no.
let's do
I mean,
that.
this is a draft that'll definitely work, but I'm hoping they are picking it for all the right reasons.
Yeah, and not
right
just
now,
because
right
we're-
now, this is more so a situation where you don't, where you look at the lineup and you go, okay, this is good, but that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that their mentality is the correct one right now. So, yeah.
Because let's be honest, TNC, they have taken a game-
TNC is absolutely amazing.
like they're, want to say,
And they have Tusk right
Yeah.
now. I just
they're a
wanna
bit
put that out there.
inconsistent in their play,
Lion.
but when they play correctly
Radiant team back.
and, you know, like on point, they can take games from. We've seen them take games from, like the high China, like the high-end China teams. So it's not impossible,
Oh, for sure not.
and they just need to,
10
you know.
seconds
We saw it
remaining.
again. They did it versus 1-2-3. We were kind of sure that they actually won that game, and 1-2-3 is, well, of course, the favorites now because they are in the grand finals, of course. In the
I'm pretty sure they won game number one, and it was looking.
Yeah, like TNC won game number one, and you were like, well, I'll bet you they take game number two. It was looking pretty shaky for
Oh.
Yamata and the like, you know. That you were like,
Right.
let's bet 10 shots that they can wrap it up, and then just
Okay.
1-2-3, just take 2 games in a row. It was you remember the Shadow Fiend game with Yamata? He just,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a Shadow Fiend for TNC this time around.
So on that note, you only owe me 90 shots now. Yeah, that happened. Interesting. All right. Well, Shadow Fiend, 14C this time. And yeah, this is kind of these greedy builds we're talking about here because we have the Dazzle. Wind Ranger, Shadow Fiend, and Queen of Pain. There's not that much utility other than maybe a Shackle Shot, a Wind Run. That's about it. Wind Ranger is kind of the hero that you want to build as a really heavy carry later on in the game.
Yeah.
And
I
yeah,
mean-
this is probably going to be like Queen solo, Wind Ranger safe, and then SF in the mid. I'm thinking.
I don't know. That's the good thing about their lane setup right now. it's open to, you know, you could put Quap offlane, Wind Ranger offlane, you can put Quap mid, you know,
Yeah,
just
it's
swap
true.
around.
But I
Or
just
you could run aggressive even if you wanted to.
yeah, you
10
can.
seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
I mean, the Quap,
you could do
the Tusk,
you
the
could do
Dazzle.
that. But I really think that yeah, Teehee on Shadow Fiend, no Jin, yeah. This
It isn't
this
aggressive.
was
It looks like it. It's the same kind of lane setup we saw in game number 1.
even if that is the case, Noji is going to be the carry.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
And
I mean,
Pain
it's
is
yeah.
going to be in the Queen of Pain is going to be in the hard lane. He is going to be the 3 core, and Shadow Fiend is going to be in the mid. So it is that setup that I'm talking about here. I feel like this is the best setup for those 3 heroes, for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
It's gonna be a
those
jug though for signature.
all those 3 heroes have different ambiguity, like they are ambiguous, but in these 3, like these 3
10
together,
seconds remaining.
this is 100% the best way to lane them. There's just no other way
5
around it.
seconds
We
remaining.
got a bit of a, I want to say, trust. If they can get, like, if they get a stun off, people are gonna die. Because the side of TnC, they kind of miss that hard lockdown. That, you know, you do have the snowball from Tusk. You do have the shackle, which is, I guess, not a solid, in a sense, you know, a secure stun, but it's a good stun if you can get it off. And the Earthshaker line just seems so much more viable. You know, you can blink in, just immediately shut down the Tusk or Quap or Shadow Fiend, whoever you want, and then just take it from there. So we'll have to see if TnC can roll over Trust. But I just don't see it from game number 1. It kind of felt like the TnC squad, they were lacking in a bit of execution, and Trust just took control of the game from minute 10, I think, right? Like that was...
Yeah, I think that was the point where it was like 10-5 or
Yeah, it was kind of like, okay, Gyro's got, you
probably
know,
15 minutes in,
yeah,
but yeah.
So on the side of TnC, we're going to have Teehee on the Shadow Fiend. It's going to be Gnocchi onto the Wind Ranger. It's going to be 7 on his Dazzle. SamH on the Quap. And AU going to be picking up that Tusk. Look at that build, though. Look at that build. He's got a Quelling Blade and a Branch right now. What is he doing? Is this a power strat? Look at this.
Yeah, so what he's gonna do is he's gonna open it up so maybe only one. Like either he's gonna double pull or he's going to be taking only one more away so that he can
He can
farm
jungle.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he can farm it where there is only one creep.
Oh.
But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be just for
30
double
seconds
pulls.
to battle.
Yeah, so on the side of Signature.Trust, the team that is up 1-0 set to go into the grand finals of the MSI Sea Dragon Battle. If they win this game, it is going to be them on the Dire side. And, well, on the Lion, it is going to be Yap as well as Feima on the Undying, the 2 supports here. In
The battle begins.
the role of the Lina here, we do have MyPro. We're gonna have Haha, also known as ABA, on the Earthshaker, and last but not least, it is Lakel's on the Juggernaut.
Yes.
Now, actually, I didn't really follow the last picks here for Signature.Trust, but
it was the Lion
Juggernaut.
and the Jug. Yeah. Lion and Jug.
Juggernaut is very. Oh, right, yeah, I mean, of course,
Yeah,
but
yeah, of course.
that just looks very interesting to me.
I think it's good. Honestly, there's so much that TnC at the start of the game has to be worried about. And this line is going to be playing a huge role. Either, I'm not sure what they're going to secure first, the Earthshaker Blink or the Lion Blink tag. But the second that comes online, you need BKBs on pretty much every core on the side of TnC. Quap needs one. Shadowfin, of course, is going to build one eventually. And Wind Ranger is also going to have to invest into... Yes, like a BKB is vital. You got long range initiation from Earthshaker, you have a Blink Lion, you got Lina also, who's a core right now, and there's so much to worry about on the side of, because Trust, they have the physical damage to back it up, and they also have the, you know, magical damage from Lina, Lion, and the like. And they can sap, like if they, like the second they get level 6 on Lina and Lion, they can just sap everybody on the side of TnC, and they're dead meat. So
yeah, true. It's a scary lineup in terms of lockdown for sure.
yeah. But if TnC, like, if they can, you know, kind of ride the wave out, and they got 7 on his Dazzle, if they can kind of bait out maybe a Finger and and a light strike array and stuff like that, and Shallow Grave, maybe Sam or Shadow Fiend, kind of get them back to full health, and you know, waste a bit of the burst from Trust. I think they can you know, do some serious damage, and they got a lot of damage as well. That's the one thing TnC has going for them, like Shadow Fiend, Wind Ranger once she gets her Aghanim Scepter, and even Tusk co-op with the burst damage. Pretty quick. Well, bit of shenanigans going on, but no first blood attempts yet. And Shadow Fiend actually doing pretty okay in the mid lane versus the MyPro Lina.
Yeah, 10-1. He has 10 souls right now. This is a good start for sure.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna have any problems anytime soon. He's actually level 4 already. That I'm kind of
Surprise? Or you know?
not. Yeah, I mean he's gonna have to follow my pro in terms of levels for sure. But just the last sets right now are looking really good for him.
Look at the push bottom now. Knachi gonna be applying some pressure. They know Earthshaker is not the best at holding the lanes.
Knachi.
Yeah, Knachi. What do you call him, Knachi?
Nochi.
Nochi. Oh, I
Otherwise,
like the Italian verb. You know, it's a bit better.
Nochi. I don't know.
Scusi.
You sound Danish when you say that.
Oh
honestly.
my
Let's
god.
Just,
Really?
let's just get that out there.
Oh my god. I rely on the chat. I'll let them be the judge of me, you know?
No, I mean, no, obviously. but-
Whatever, man. Whatever. It's cool. It's cool. It's good. Top
Alright,
lane.
well-
Look at this. Sam gonna pick up the first blood, and
Mhm.
is he gonna go down though? I'm dying? He's not gonna be able to catch him. Samish. Too fast to Furion, man. He's got blink in 6 seconds or so.
Yeah, he'll be fine. And he gets the first blood, and he gets the bottle as well. So,
It's looking pretty good. Level 3 now. I'm kind of surprised he actually could pick up a kill like that on the bottom lane. Do you see, of course, it's going to be Earthshaker going back as well. So they're following each other pretty well. Level 4 on the Earthshaker and level 4 on the quad pretty soon. So. But I don't know what happened. I guess Lion was just kind of caught out there for a bit. Jap was expecting to do a bit more damage with the Hex and stun, but in the end, falls a bit short.
yeah. Alright, so my pro and Lakel's in the lead in terms of CS right now.
Yes.
Yeah, we are old school now, boys. Back in the days, but
If they really want to kill Shadow Fiend, we do have a
yeah, not
level
gonna
5
happen
lead,
though.
So it's not. No, it's no way, Jose.
He probably really wants like a ward in the mid right now, especially after that happened there. It could come, but yeah.
And he's actually going to be reaching level 6 before the Lina, which is pretty good. He's going to have a lot of raise capabilities.
And this is very scary because Lakel's is actually very close to level 6 right now, so he could be very aggressive on same H. Maybe if he gets like a Mask of Madness, so he can play around that blink there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Feimao.
Smoke comes out. My pro, yeah. Going to be going down to the bottom lane. Jafam out here in the jungle as well. Going to be scouting out whatever possible kill, and well, they are going to be going into the mid lane. Just a bit of a ruse to actually make sure Shadow Fiend is feeling safe in the mid. Jap sees this, TP's in immediately, and oh, this might be fatal for the side of Trust. Can they get two? They get a double stun on the AU. They can pick up more than they bargained for, as that's going to be a snowball on the Feimao, but I think it's a dead Tusk as well. Look
Oh,
at that.
this is
wow.
That's 2 kills going to the way of Trust here, and that was actually brilliantly executed. They saw the TP,
And they were like,
and they got the Earth Spike off on both and the LSA.
Yeah.
That was just beautiful.
hmm.
Yeah, and Feimao even getting 2 decays. He's never gonna die in that situation there.
No.
815 last hits. He's a Spirit Breaker at that point in terms of health.
Yeah. And, well, going good for Trust, you know. Sam H picking up the first blood, but securing the mid for the Lina. And Shadow Fiend's got to be worried now. You do have a haste onto the Lina, and they might just be looking for Sam. He TP's it. Oh no, this might be disastrous. They find him. Do we have a Hex up already? Yes, we do. And Sam H.
And Omni is gonna be used.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that was what we were talking about here. He did use that blink, and there was no way for him to
Yes.
actually get away, so... Or even if he did use that blink, he could just run him down as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
No,
So
like
it's-
in both scenarios,
It's a tough call, yeah, for the quad tactically
in this
survive that.
case the hex was there, so he could safely use it.
Yeah. And the problem is you can't TP in as a support onto a jug like that. Like
Yeah,
the
true.
quap is dead before you know what's going on. So it's really unfortunate. Lakel's gonna be going for the Mask of Madness. It seems like he does have his Morbid Mask at the ready, so standard jug build. And Sam, he's gotta be feeling the heat as the top lane. He's level 6 almost. Is he gonna get focused down here? We do have jab here, bit of toe-to-toe action, and yeah, 7 also rotating in. Gonna be level 4 Dazzle. So Shallow Grave level 2, and AU gonna be taking up the mid lane here as he does want his level 6. Actually, in both Undying and the Tusk going toe to toe here in the mid lane. Both Shadow Fiend as well as Lina rotating into the jungle to secure some farm. It seems there was a bit of stacking going on for both teams. He's gonna be going for. It's gonna be a mechanism here. Stun comes out. They do want to kill T before he gets that mechanism off, but it's gonna be okay. Tombstone might be the target of choice here. Rotation in from Tusk. AU gonna scout out what he can, and he's gonna secure the Tombstone goal for
125.
Gank comes out on top. They might just pick up 2 kills here in a quick 1-2 as Jap as well as MyPro rotating in the kills. Gonna be baiting out, but that's 7. He's gonna have to TP out. Are they gonna be able to scout him though? Jab rotates up top. Here we go. Do we see a stun come out? Is it? Oh, would have been a hell of a stun.
Yeah. All right. So let's see here. MyPro back in the mid lane. 44 assets to Shadow Fiend's 63. Yeah, he is working on that mechanism right now. But is he gonna go Yules this game, do you think?
Honestly, I don't think so. Because I don't know.
Like, there is the possibility where he's supposed to be that kind of battle Shadow Fiend to go out and just create space for Queen of Pain and Wind Ranger, but
I honestly think he needs to get like fat. He needs to play like a position 1 Shadow Fiend if they want to have a chance of winning this game. I guess it's good versus if you look at the Jug and the Lina. There's a few things you can disjoint with the Yules. You can
7. Yap. Oh, he's actually gonna try to TP. The Shackle Shot comes in here, and Yap, he's just dead. Earth Spike is not gonna be able to hit anything actually.
Yep.
And yeah, Lakel's goes into the jungle.
Yep.
Actually, he has to get away right now.
Oh wow, that was Sam H just whiffing the screen there. But there's a few things he can disjoint with the Yules, but I honestly think wow, okay. I think he needs a lot of physical damage because that's what they're sorely lacking on the side of TnC. Because Wind Ranger has to get a BKB, so does the Quap, and Quap is good, but she can't solo carry. Whereas you need a bit of time for the Wind Ranger to get online, and well, he's going for the fast scepter. Hopefully, going to be going BKB after that because there's so much on the side of Trust. Like there's so much you have to worry about. Lina, Earthshaker, Undying, even the Lion. Just that line in itself is enough of a reason to get a BKB. It's gonna be a mech now coming out for the Shadow.
Yeah.
So things might stabilize a bit for the side of TnC. They kind of
Look at
kill bottom
Sam.
maybe. Sam H. Here we go. Echo Slam.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, that was actually down to the last hit there. Coming out from Yab, but I don't think they would actually been able to get it with the fissure. There would have been too far away.
Yeah.
Oh, alright. And ABA, he's just going to be able to farm up here. He actually does have Bottle as well as a mana boost here. Probably going to be Blink for the next item. He's actually doing really well.
Yules onto MyPro. He might be looking for killing Tihi, but he's going to back off. He knows Tusk is mid, and he might just pay for it with his life. Rotation in from 7 as well. They really want this mid tower.
This is so interesting. I really...
Stun. Hits. Do we have anything more though? Do we have the
Laguna Blade is there.
X, AU, gotta be the one to fall. Ulti? The Kells goes deep as 7 with the Shallow Grave. Safe Shadow Fiend for the time being, and Kells gotta head on home.
Dire's top tower is
With that, I
under
think they can
attack.
safely take the tier 1 mid.
Yeah, not gonna find anything with the Laguna Blade either.
Dire's poor
Yeah, I
Dire's
think
top tower has fallen.
at some point very soon, Signature.Trust's lineup is gonna come online.
Hard.
Way harder than TnC's exactly. Like they're gonna hit like a ton of bricks, and hopefully for TnC it's gonna be at that point where they are working on their BKBs, but they haven't gotten them yet.
Yeah.
On the mid, Feimal takes some damage from Ayu. He's running away. Does not actually. Oh yeah, he did use 1 decay here, so 9-10.
Oh, wow.
And actually in the bottom here as well, Queen of Pain might. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, wow, look at that. ABA was like, do you want to kill? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just do it.
That really does take a lot of coordination, because I would just go
Just hit it, like, just bam.
Yeah, less experienced people would just go for it, because you just really need to make sure you get that kill. If you really trust your teammates, you can go for plays like that. But yeah, you should honestly just the more safer play for newer teams is just to fucking go for it. Like
Because it's still a kill, you know. And
a kill is a kill is a kill.
The direst elements are
How'd you like that reasoning?
But, I mean, the 7 Grace for TnC, Shadow Fiend farming really well. He hasn't been shut down as much as we thought. He's died once, but he has 102 CS right now. I mean, 13 minutes in,
Yeah.
that's pretty big. He's 6.5k net worth. He's going to be working towards what seems to be, what is that? Is an Oracle Clock coming out? Yeah, it is going to be a BKB for Teehee, so I think it's okay for him to go for the early game mech and then kind of transition into what seems to be a late game carry.
Yeah.
He's not going to be going for the Yules build. It kind of, you know, dictates like what do you want to go
Oh.
after the mechanism.
And smoke comes out. They're not gonna be able to find a kill, I don't think, but they will go for the tower.
Yeah, here we go. Lion.
Does seem like the reason to do the smoke here. I mean, the mentality has to be go in, try to find a kill, then take the tower. If you can't find a kill, just take the tower anyways.
Look at our shakers though.
Is it Blink or Daedalus?
I'm hoping for a Crystallis. Just fucked off, you know.
Probably gonna be Blink though. If it's Daedalus, it's probably gonna be Shadowblade instead though. But I don't think it's gonna be that. That would be so cool. Yeah. And like Kel's he's just farming with everyone around him here.
That's
Like,
fine. It's cool.
he really doesn't care.
He knows, but he's like, yeah, it's fine. They pick up tower.
I mean,
bottom.
maybe he doesn't. He's just farming merrily on his own here.
They do find Jab though.
Jab knows now.
Yeah, he's like, okay. What? Okay, that uphill miss. 6 HP, but he does go down.
Yeah, fat chance he's gonna live through that anyways though.
Yeah.
Right. Smoke on Feimal.
Rotation in
Called
TnC,
out.
looking for the kill, but blink out from Earthshaker. Should be good. And well, it seems like TnC, with that mechanism early on, they can just barrel it down towers, and Signature.Trust, of course, get the tier 1 bottom. But that's the only thing they get. Gonna be having to use the ulti on the Teehee. Does he have a mech at the ready? Oh, Snowball saving him in the last second. Feimal, the next fall. Do we have an ulti? Is Earthshaker gonna be following through? Can they? Nope. He does go down without popping ulti. And here we go. The Kells going to town, and that's it. 2-0 going the way of Trust. And yeah, Sam? Oh, what? He got stunned in the well. What? Okay, sure, whatever.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
Gaben is a bitch. So Kel's gonna be going on to Roshan. It's gonna be the first Roshan attempt this game. With Trust and
Yeah, and I mean, this is they're just really good at objectives here, Trust. I mean, they knew the amount of net worth they needed to have to kind of facilitate
mid
taking
lane, my bro.
towers.
It's gonna be okay. Ulti on. He's gonna be picking up the Dire Courier and well, the Kells. He's going down. He's really close to dying. Can they pick up Roche though? Tombstone getting popped. That's my pro. Going toe to toe. Roche finally falls, but he can't get to the Aegis.
The Aegis!
Go finally gets it in Qual.
Oh, the kills.
First to go down.
Oh, AU gets caught out here. LSA Laguna Play actually hits her, but AU is gonna get healed or saved by the Shallow Grave. Oh, that Aegis is lying there. ripe for the taking.
Yeah. And well, with this, a level 10 Earthshaker on the bottom lane. Gotta be a Wind Ranger, gotta be careful. Do we see it? Oh, doesn't miss with the Enchant Totem. So, possibly would have been a kill. TP out. His ABA. Gonna be looking probably get that Force Staff at the ready. Yeah, he's gonna be going for the Staff of Wizardry. So, with this Aegis on the Jug, it's gonna be ever so hard for the side of TnC, but they're not out of the woods yet by any means. Trust. It's only a 20k gold advantage, and experiences. It's a bit more though. 5k roughly. Shadow Fiend gonna be having his BKB pretty soon, as he does have his Mithril Hammer as well as his Oracle Club at the ready. But the problem is, if you look at the side of TnC right now, the only one actually having item progression is, well, we do have a Scepter coming out for Wind Ranger, but the only one with the BKB progression is T-He. And
Yeah, I mean, Axe on Noji, Mech, almost BKB on T-He, and then that's kind of it.
yeah,
Like, look at Queen of Pain. She doesn't really have too much except 1k gold. Look at Dazzle. He's working his way towards like a
medallion.
medallion. Tusk, mana boots. So like, yeah, they don't really have that much farm right now. Whereas if you look on
Oh,
Trust,
bottom lane. It's gonna be Wind Ranger with the Shallow Grave. Can he get out though? Oh, is gonna miss, and he's a dead one. He's a dead one, and 7 gonna be the next to fall though. Good Jules, a bit of a missed Light Strike Array, but it's not gonna matter too much in the end. He doesn't have a TP at the ready, and here we go, Earthshaker with a mega kill streak. Wow. Okay.
yeah, this is really scary. Regen Runa up as well.
Holy
Yeah,
cows.
tier 2.
Playing with fire.
Or tier 1 rather, yeah. Tier 1 going down.
With that, it's gonna be a pause coming out for Female, as Trust is lagging here a bit.
Alright. Pause it up.
Pause it up.
Pause it up.
Should we get my girlfriend to cast? Would that be good?
You can get her on.
Can I get her on?
I'd be happy to
You wanna
cast.
say hi?
Shh. Just go ahead.
No, I don't think she's comfortable with all the nerds.
No, that's I wouldn't either.
We're a strange bunch.
I just keep her stowed away.
In a
That's
in a
probably
closet.
for the best. Probably for the best. She's gonna hear you saying "in the closet," and
Yeah,
that's,
and she's gonna be what?
that's gonna be taken so out of context. Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
No. I think she's kind of worried. Like what is he talking about?
This is the weirdest situation for her because you were talking about her in third person. And it's
Yes,
like,
and she's
random
in the
things
room.
just you, like, oh god.
I think we would our viewership would skyrocket if I put a webcam on. That would be like, you know,
Yeah.
not because of me. Because
I
of
don't
course-
think no one wants to see
No,
your
exactly.
ugly mug, but yeah, I don't think we would stoop that low to
No. Oh, she's going now.
Oh god. Alright, well, disconnect here from a Fame Mount. Apparently it is a bit more severe than we
Than we anticipated.
previously anticipated. Yeah, exactly. Let me just go ahead and check his ping here. Was it Fame Mount? Where can we find you, Cert? Is that Tua? 131. So he is actually the highest ping in the game right now, with the exception of casters. But
Yeah, well, the casters. What is my ping at?
yours is at 304. Mine's at 325.
Yeah.
So pretty much the same.
Well,
Mine's at yeah.
we can converse with the chat, I guess.
Eh.
No,
who
you don't
wants to
wanna?
do that?
Okay.
Who wants to do that?
I want to do that.
I'm kidding.
Well, look at the goal right now. 4K in the favor of Trust. Slowly edging their way.
Yeah, and I mean it's pretty understandable why they really why they want to pause up right now, Trust, or why they really just have to. They don't want any seconds going away right now because this is really the timing that they've hit so right now. Jugger is leading net worth by over Shadow Fiend. Right behind him is Lena and Earthshaker, or Lena and Earthshaker trailing, and then we have the two last cores of TnC behind them. These are heroes that are way better at actually taking fights right now. We got Omni Slash, Laguna Blade, and Echo Slam. Like just a lot of really good lockdown here coming out of Signature.Trust, and this is really the peak or kind of the moment to strike here that we're talking about for Signature.Trust, where they really will have an advantage up over TnC. We do see Earthshaker actually on a 4-staff as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, getting this Aegis up here, sitting on Aquila, Yasha, FaZe, Mask of Madness here for Juggernaut. It really is just really good items here. And had this been 683 or something,
He would have been, you know.
he would have been in such a good position
there
right
we
now.
go.
He's still in a really good position. And excuse me.
Oh, I just
Yeah.
have some frames dropping. We're good.
Oh,
It's
okay,
fine.
okay.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, we're not gonna mind you at all, but yeah, I mean, just really good, concise gaming here from Trust. We also saw that in the earlier game. I mean, they got the form they needed on Gyro. They got the Scotty ready almost to the point. Went for the Aegis, took the Aegis, and then they just barreled down on Rax's. Got ready to take the tier 3. By the time they were ready for that, and the Scotty was up there, it was just
Nothing.
like they had just won that game at that point, and that's kind of the way you need to play that, you know.
Yeah.
Same here. Trust just got their farm up, took Roshan the moment they could, and now they just have this incredibly huge presence on the map here right now, and they still have 2 minutes left on that Aegis here. So yeah.
And we're gonna have Earthshaker with his Echo as well as 4-staff now. 50 seconds from now, so they might just be looking for a fight here. Signature.Trust as Blink Dagger is a bit away on the side of Lion, but he's getting there. And oh, mid lane, Windranger putting some heat here. Tombstone gonna get popped down. And the Kells can safely take, at least for the time being, the tier 1 tower mid. Bottom lane, push comes out for Shadowfiend though. He does not want to fight yet. And well, that might be the wiser decision to make. The bottom lane rotations in. Signature.Trust looking for the kill on T. He's gonna be BKBing up. That's a 10-second BKB charge. They really want to fight here mid. Shackle was botched, and wow, this might be the moment Trust was waiting for. They denied the bottom tower, and if they can get a fight mid, that is huge. Got Echo in 6. And well, here we go.
Yeah, they really need to take that tower soon, though. But I don't think they will, seeing as
I think the second you see T using his BKB, like just wait and just go in. Because you
yeah,
got, like everything ready. You got.
that's actually true too. But yeah, I mean, like Kells is going for a meta style. I think he does have the money for it right now.
Could be a Sanj and Yasha, I guess. If he really wants to go with the old school Juggernaut, we'll have to see. He could be just.
Oh right, yeah, it could be SNY into Scotty,
Yeah.
for sure.
But we'll have to see. You could also get something else completely. Just keep on to the Yasha and not, choose just yet. Get at Scotty. Something as well. And just get Scotty. Here we go. Sammy.
It probably actually.
Gonna be ulting up. Here we go. Blink. And that's a good Echo on to 2. Dude picked them up immediately. Double kill for the Kells. And that was all she wrote, man, in the mid lane. Look at that. Aegis now being reclaimed. Perfect timing for Trust.
Yeah, they didn't use the Aegis, but,
No, but,
yeah,
it
it definitely
was
gave them a lot of like they were allowed so much more room
Yes. Here we go mid.
to play with. 4.8k gold earned Juggernaut. What is he waiting for right now?
It's a big kill.
Okay, I mean that makes sense too. Honestly, for me, I would be happy if he just bought like a bracer now, went in a BKB bracer, and just barrel down the lane.
Yeah. I wanted to see a Basher. you know, like Abyssal Blade.
Yeah, it's good up against Shadow Fiend
Exactly.
whenever he uses that BKB for sure.
Hmm.
But yeah.
And you know, he has the attack speed to follow it up with. Like, he can, you know, Abyssal and then just mask, go in, kill. But BKB is solid as well. It's looking to close out the game, I think, with that BKB pickup. Take the fights as single-handedly as possible. And they're going to be scouting out Lakel's here, as it's going to be AU with the Sigil on the high ground. So here we go. Mid lane going to be pushed out and Blink on the line now. He's only level 8 though, but it's going to be the scariest thing for the side of TnC.
And yeah, so Fortify being used here. The interesting thing is Signature.Trust is actually not gathered up here right now.
You sure? Oh, that's a good shackle onto Lakel's, but it's not going to be enough though. I thought it was onto Urshik at first, but of course it was only onto the the Juggernaut. And here we go. He doesn't have ulti in another 10 seconds. Jap looking for the blink. They do find T here in the
Dire's top tower
it's gonna be
is under attack.
botched out, and he's gonna have to wait for the Fisher to actually run out here. Lakel's going in. Do we have a Hex? Yes, we do on AU. Good shackle though from Wind Ranger, gonna be keeping AU alive, and Lakel just drops immediately. Teehee, BKB's up. Not gonna mean too much of anything, and Jap gonna be picking up a kill on Tusk, but it's a 2-for-1, and I think TnC with the plays from Wind Ranger gotta be very happy with that. Very hairy with that engagement. Here we go. Gotta be going to the barbershop. 7.
That's 4.
Gotta get trimmed his beard, and it's gonna be going back to well. Wow. Can they pick anything else on the side out, on the way out? Sam H? He's look at Sam, man. He wants to get that BKB. I don't know how, but apparently I put in hair in the shoutcast. Do you like that? Huh?
A hair?
Yeah, I said hair. I don't know.
I mean,
Harry. I said Harry. I think.
Yeah.
Not the name, but the, you know. It's okay. You don't have to respond. It's cool. It's cool. Just let me hang.
I don't know, man.
I
Let me just drink some coffee. Give me 1 minute.
You're baffled. You're beyond words. It's so silly. It's yeah. TnC kind of striking back with that fight, picking up, especially those 2 kills initially was huge. Here we go. Tusk gonna be taking a wow. Okay.
Goodbye.
He's gonna be sapped. Beyond recognition.
I just hate it when that happens to me. Like when you get Yuled and you just know there is no way for you.
And you look at his mana pool and like, does he have mana? Yes, he does. Okay. Damn. Because you can, like, maybe if he only has mana for his Light Strike Array, you know, Dragon Slave combo, you can be like, okay, well, I can probably, you know, live through this. But then you, it's got 800 mana to spare. Like, oh well, shit, kind of dead, kind of dead. I want to say though, Trust with that BKB pickup, they kind of want to be looking to close out the game. As we talked about, the timing window for Trust is about now though, right? Because Shadow Fiend, if he gets to the point,
yeah,
where he's 6-slotted, not that Jug is bad 6-slotted.
No, I mean, Shadow Fiend is scary, but like looking at Juggernaut, I still don't think it's gonna be a problem. Oh.
Ooh, wow. Okay, I'm surprised,
Okay.
but I mean, 7 was there, I guess, so he wouldn't have been that much.
Yeah.
Of a pinch bottom lane. Sam
Exactly.
H drops, and well, unfortunately, my my Dota was lagging. But, yeah. Follow through. Do we have a blink out? Yes, we do. Yeah, gonna be A-OK. Fortunately for TnC, they can't get a revenge kill.
Looks like they kind of want to go in on this again.
Yeah, if they can catch the Wind Ranger, blink. Here we go.
All right.
Pale at the ready. Some good Echo Slam on it too, but Snowball gonna be a pretty. Oh, there we go. Cast. And that's gonna be Lakel's shackle up, but it's not enough. Jap going in for the kill, and this is just.
Oh, look at my bro. He's just like he doesn't even care about using spells. He's just auto attacking right now. That's the right kind of Lena.
Yeah, he's gonna.
You know you've played him correctly if you could just auto
like,
attack.
just blink in and like barrel people down with your auto attacks. Yeah.
This is gonna be a tier 2 tower as well.
Possibly even, I think. You don't think TS wins?
No. Like we have a buyback. ready.
So.
So. Glimmer Cape casually used on Juggernaut.
Yeah,
Because
you know,
why not?
whatever.
It
Roche,
could,
Gonna
honestly.
get scouted. Gonna get scouted. Look at this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
TnC need to fight this. They need to fight this. If Trust gets the Aegis onto, you know, either like Hells or Micro, they're gonna be able to go down bottom, possibly take the fight and take racks. You know, unless TnC pulls like a miracle out of the hat. Here we go. Kettle's gonna be picking up Aegis. And it's gonna be the second Roche going the way of Trust in this game. And seems like they're pretty content with farming. Can they catch anybody out though? It's gonna be on Urshik, a good shackle. BKB from the Kalis MH, the first to fall, and it's gonna be a oh my god, Wind Ranger, the next one. A lot of people gonna be sending back to well S7.
Yeah.
You can't TP, man. You can't TP. Three kills.
heroes dead.
Yeah.
And they are gonna lose another tier 2 tower.
Look at the fight recap. It's look at that. Okay, it's again the fight recap is not the best tool in the world. It's good sometimes, but
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
it's a bit lacking. But what are you gonna do? Mid tower gonna get destroyed up as my pro picks up that, and
What are you gonna do?
14 seconds on a Wind Ranger. Looking to close out game number 2 here. Trust is looking exceedingly strong, 12k ahead, 28 minutes in, and it's kind of the same story as game number 1. It's been a bit less underwhelming this game, but the first game was just, you know, here we go with Kells. It's gonna be Glimmer Kid up. Tee immediately hexed, and doesn't really matter too much. Kells going to town. They retreat on out. Here we go. Do we oh, Shackle, he's waiting for it. Here we go. Good Echo Slam on the 3, and Tee with a good Shallow Grave. Is it enough though? Shadow Fiend all teeing up. Is it enough though? Heh or ABA gonna be going out with a Glimmer Cape. AU on the back foot here, taking a lot of damage. Aegis gonna get popped, and Tee gonna fall. Do we see a buyback at the ready? Yes, he can pop it if he wants to look. Hell's gonna be shackled up, and Fei Mao. Sam H, Jap going head to head, and Scream. There we go. He does miss it though, and 2 for 2.
Look at this.
They hold.
Yeah, and also the Juggernaut
Oh, cover your eyes.
died as well. So technically, that was really good
3
for
for 2.
TnC.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
look at and look
The
at the gold
Aegis.
change as well.
Dire's bottom
TnC.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's really good actually.
Yes.
Let's look at the net worth here. 14,000 still in favor of Signature.Trust, but it should move
Dire's bottom tower
a bit
is under
further
attack.
towards TnC.
Yeah.
Every coin helps.
All right, so just pushing out now to make sure that they
Yeah. But with that, I mean, as we talked about, the more momentum you can take out of Trust and prolong the game on the side team. Oh, Sam, you gotta be careful. The more you can prolong the game, I think the more Shadow Fiend is gonna come into his own right, because he's gonna have a bit of downtime. You know, he's a really good mid game, and then he kind of falls off, but then he gets 6-slotted, and then he gets back into the game.
Yeah, I mean, this is really Signature.Trust playing, you know, like an arcade time limit game, right? Where you have to hit the time bonuses to stay in the game.
Yeah.
Where the time bonuses in this can be like Roshan's or towers or kills, you know. And well, they
Lane
find
again?
you.
Oh my god, double stun onto 7 and Tee, and that is just all she wrote. Tee gonna take a drop. Good ulti from Sam H, but it doesn't gonna do too much of
Well, the
anything.
Guardian Greaves actually comes out as one. They're almost all the way up
I'm-
again. 2 buybacks are ready. Is it going to be on Queen of Pain as well? No, it's not. Queen of Pain is out for the next 50 seconds.
Yep. And TnC underestimating, I think, Trust's advantage in this game. They took a relatively good team fight in the mid. They were like, we can go out to the mid lane and push out, but it's not the case, you know. Trust, they took a bad fight, but
Radiant's middle barracks are under
this has just been the story of the game. I think TnC overestimating
Radiant's middle barracks.
their actual, you know, advantage, so to say.
Radiant's bottom
Because
tower
let's
is
be
under
honest, they've been kind of getting called out a lot by especially the Lion and the Lina. That's gonna be Wind Ranger.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
not sure
this is-
what is, you know.
Why was he out there?
Yeah, why
alone?
was he out there?
He knew that he was waiting for Shadow Fiend to come online so they could protect whatever was actually left.
Yeah.
They actually can't really take anything else because there is a tier 2 still standing in the top, which is really good for TnC because Wind Ranger doing that could potentially have been a very bad situation for TnC, for his team,
Yeah.
had they not had that tier 2.
Here we go, Trust again, acknowledging the fact that Wind Ranger's still not alive, and they can take a favorable 4 vs 5 fight again. Looks like they are gonna back out though. Sam H does have the Scepter now, not going to be going for BKB or anything of the sort. Kind of surprised by this, and look at this. Oh my god, are you kidding me? The burst damage, they're just, look at this, the only one right now on the side of TnC that has a BKB. Do we have a BKB? We're getting a BKB on Wind Ranger soon, but he's the only one Shadow Fiend, TnC, and we're getting Dagons galore coming out for the side of Trust. They're just, they can't afford not to pick up BKBs, especially with the Dagon pickups now. Here we go, Jap. He's kind of alone though. Does have ulti at the ready? He does have stun at the ready. He's got everything.
Oh, and he finds the kill, or Lakel's finds T.
Yeah, and he's got MKB now as well.
That's, yeah. He has buyback, but I mean, at this point.
And here we go, MyPro. Gonna be getting up. Oh, double stun and Sam H, the first to fall. He does have Refresher at the ready. Do we see a stun? Oh, he misses the Dragon Slave. But Light Strike Array gonna hit. That's a double kill. Here we go, MyPro. In a bit of trouble now. Nope.
But he's
got a
just
Scythe.
Scepter.
Oh, sorry, not Scythe, but a Hex.
Oh,
Yeah.
GG gets
It's gonna be a GG well played coming up for the side of
such a such a wonky
game. Yeah.
Yeah, but also like the timing of their GGs.
Yeah,
Like, they got caught out, and you can just see they were just really kind of reeling. I don't know, like that was, I think TnC already thought that they kind of lost that game.
Yeah, they were like, let's just mess
It's
around.
just-
So, Trust gonna be going into the grand finals versus 1-2-3 or the old G guard. Yamato gonna be picking up that kind of leader role, and of course it's gonna be up to Trust to see if they can knock out the, I want to say the favorites, because of course they went through the entire winner bracket without losing any games. And well, guys, we're gonna have to see if they can actually take the game. Of course, if you want to watch the VODs of the previous matches, it's gonna be up on Rasmus TV on YouTube. You can follow us at Twitter, Facebook, Hitbox as well, of course, and our personal Twitters at Hey Edward and the Maker, of course. We hope you enjoy the cast. If you have any feedback or suggestions, please let us know in the comments on either YouTube or Facebook. That's the most, you know, places where we go to and read the feedback. So yeah, guys, gonna be having a short break. No more games today, right?
No, I think we're gonna take a 5-minute commercial break, and then we're gonna cut back to you guys and do a giveaway. Right?
Yes, exactly. We're gonna be having, of course, if you want to see that, we're gonna be having